Beach Up Sunset World.
Sushi?
Sumo? Tokushima!
この番組は地域密着型のボランティア活動を徳島で行っている国際ワークキャンプのメンバーがお届けする30分です。
This 30 minutes broadcast is hosted by volunteer members who come from abroad to help the community of Tokushima.
Good evening, everyone. I'm the host for this evening. I'm Rina from Japan. This radio program, Sushi, Sumo, Tokushima, is live on FM Bizan. This 30 minutes broadcast is operated by a non-profit organization, Bizan Daigaku. Bizan Daigaku has been trying to make Tokushima a more attractive place with volunteers from Tokushima and outside Tokushima, including people from many different countries. Popular images of Japan, sushi and sumo? Yes, but we would like people around the world to know not only those images, but more things about Japan. We share the news from Japan and information about Tokushima, a place that welcomes foreigners from all over the world. We will also invite guests from overseas online to share the latest news with you. No one knows who will be talking or what kind of topics we will bring up. Don't miss it.
Sushi?
Sumo? Tokushima!
Good evening, everyone. And thank you for listening to Sushi, Sumo, Tokushima. Okay, let's get started. Let me call tonight's guest. Hello, Patricio.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So first of all, can you introduce yourself to the listeners, please?
Sure. My name is Patricio. I am originally from Argentina, but I have been living in Russia for 7 years.
7 years. And which city do you live?
I live in Khabarovsk. It's in the Russian Far East. So you have Moscow, which is in the west. Then you have Siberia, which is very long. And I'm in the Far East, which is like Khabarovsk, Vladivostok, and Kamchatka. Actually, I'm 3 hours away from you by plane.
Yeah. And there's 1 hour time difference between there and Japan.
Oh, really? I thought we had the same.
Actually, 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah. And this is your first time to be on Sushi Sumo Tokushima. And welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm really excited.
Yeah, me too. And it's my pleasure to have you actually on
the
this
pleasure
show.
is all mine.
Thank you. And I think we actually talked or exchanged messages for the first time like 4 years ago.
Yeah, that was quite a long time. And since we don't have Facebook in Russia now, it was really hard to contact you because I had to use VPN.
Okay. But you actually talked to me again. That's why we could meet even online like this today.
Yeah, I'm really happy that I messaged you now.
Yeah, me too. Thank you. So actually, you're planning to come to Japan before. That's why you talked to me, right?
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I'm studying a little now to prepare because I don't want to go to Japan without no knowledge. So I'm looking for some courses in Japan and also trying to find how to get to Japan because now we are blocked from flying there. So the easiest way to go to Japan is something like Khabarovsk, Moscow, Dubai, Tokyo.
Yeah.
So I have to go through the other part of the world instead of 3 hours by plane from here.
Right.
So yes, I really want to go there. I'm really excited about that.
And have you learned Japanese?
Just a little, because I'm learning mostly, hiragana, katakana, and that's all.
Kanji is not so easy.
No, that's another level for me now. I'm going slowly.
Yeah, but you're originally from Argentina, so your mother tongue is Spanish.
Yes, I speak Spanish.
Mhm.
Argentinian variant of Spanish.
Yeah. I actually visited Argentina, so I heard a difference.
Really?
Yeah, a
So
little bit.
what city?
I've been to Buenos Aires and also Ushuaia, El Calafate, and Bariloche.
Patagonia and the capital.
Yes.
So you visit more than me, that I'm from Argentina. You have been to much
Really?
more places than me. Yeah.
By the way,
That's amazing.
which part of Argentina are you from?
Okay, so you know Buenos Aires. So I live in a city called Campana. It's
Campana.
like, yeah, it's something like 80 kilometers to the north of Buenos Aires.
Okay.
So it's like industrial city, only factories and nothing interesting like in Buenos Aires.
Really?
Yeah, I was born in this city, but I used to live in another city called La Plata, which is also close to Buenos Aires.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was studying at the university there.
Okay.
And so then I went back to Buenos Aires. I worked there. When I had the chance, I moved to Russia.
Okay. Then you have lived in Russia for 7 years. And
I went to Moscow, but I didn't like the life of Moscow. Like it was,
like the city.
I don't know. It was like a big. It's not the problem of the big city. It's like how they treat foreigners.
Oh, really?
So if you look at me, you don't know that I'm from Argentina because you may think like I don't know. Maybe I'm like Arabic or I don't know.
They can't tell.
People, yeah. People say, "Oh, another Arabic Muslim here," so we don't want another one here. So go away. So, but when I say I'm from Argentina, they change 180%,
really?
and they are like, yeah, they are like, "Oh, wow, you're from Argentina, Messi, Maradona," and yeah.
Oh, that's why they know. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
So you moved to the city you live in now after that?
Yes. Yes. And then when I came here, I started working as an English teacher, but in a private school that it wasn't mine. Because first, when I came here, I didn't have a permanent job. I was working in 3 places.
Okay.
I was working as an English teacher, I was working as a Spanish teacher, and I was working as I don't know how to say this. It's like animator or something like this. I was
okay.
I was working in a hotel, like speaking English, etc., with people. So I had no free time.
Oh, you're busy.
Yes.
So now you're teaching English in Russia, and you can speak Spanish, Russian, English, and any other language?
I can speak a little Italian also.
Oh, wow.
And Latin, but Latin I cannot speak it because nobody knows how the pronunciation of this language is. So and a little Japanese maybe. Some phrases.
Yeah, but you're eager to study Japanese before coming to Japan next time. I mean, have you been to Japan?
Look, I moved to this city because it's close to Japan mostly. Because I thought, okay, if I live here in the Far East, I will be like very, very close. If I compare to Argentina, to fly to Japan is really, really far and really, really expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
But here it's like, how much? 20,000 rubles is something like $200.
Wow. Yeah.
It's not much.
But it's your plan in the future.
Yeah, it was always my plan. But first, when I met you 4 years ago, I started organizing my plans. When I was ready to go to Japan, coronavirus started, so my plans disappeared.
Yeah.
Then we had to wait 2 years because we don't know if you can fly. And now we have war, so we cannot move to any place. So, I don't know. It's like the universe doesn't want me to visit Japan.
Oh, no, it doesn't mean that. We're waiting.
Women, if I need to.
But can you go outside the country right now?
Yes, there are some countries that you can visit. For example, you can go to Turkey, you can go to Finland. But I don't know Finland right now, but yeah, you can go to Latin America, but usually you have to go either to Turkey or to Dubai.
Okay.
These two places. But if I want to go to China, I can't. If I want to go to North or South Korea, I can't either. We are trapped here like in a prison.
Oh, so maybe you have to wait.
Yeah, for now, it's just waiting and studying.
You have time to study. Yeah. Yeah, so...
Okay. Say that thank God that people are preparing here in Russia to travel as soon as they open the borders.
Right.
So I have a lot of work with the Spanish because many people want to move away from Russia to Spain, to Latin America. Yeah, mostly Spain because it's Europe, you know. And the problem is that I don't speak like a Spanish person. Like if you go to Spain, you hear people speaking Spanish that they speak vosotros,
different grammar and different accent.
The grammar is the same. Maybe the vocabulary changes.
Vocabulary.
Yes, words for the same word in Argentina. The problem of my Spanish is that our Spanish in Argentina has a big influence from Italian. So we have a lot of words from Italian.
Immigrants.
The same pronunciation, yeah. For example, we don't say the word to work in Spanish is trabajar.
Trabajar, sí.
And in Italian is laboro, lavorare.
Oh, okay.
And in Argentina we say laburar.
Oh,
we
really?
made from these two words a new one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why nobody understands it.
Yeah, so you have to know and you have to live there to learn that language.
Yeah, mostly the pronunciation. We pronounce everything with sh. For example, how would you say I in Spanish?
Yo.
Yo, right? In Argentina, it's not yo, it's sho.
Sho. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, people talked a little bit different than the Spanish I learned before going to Argentina.
I really miss my country, honestly, because okay, there are things that I really love from Argentina that I really miss most. Okay, if I have to be more precise, I will say food. I really, really miss beef.
Beef, asado.
Asado, oh my God. I haven't eaten an asado in 7 years. And I have tried meat here in Russia, and it's like you're eating a piece of plastic.
Really?
Because it's not meat. Yes.
It doesn't taste the same. I see. Okay, Patricio. I would like to ask you more questions in the second section. Okay?
Okay, I will be waiting.
Okay. Now we would like to play one song and we will be right back after a short break. Sushi,
Sumo,
Tokushima! I'm back with Patricio. Hola.
Buenas tardes.
Okay, so Patricio, we were talking about Argentina a little bit, and you're missing the food there.
Yes, and also family, you know, because I haven't seen my family for 7 years, only on WhatsApp. It's horrible.
Yeah, I understand.
That traveling, actually, we are really close to each other here in Japan and Havaros, and traveling there is really, really far.
Yeah, it's really
expensive.
It's almost the other side of the world, right?
It takes 2 days. 2 days.
And you have to change planes again and again.
But I think for you was easier because you traveled through the Pacific. But from Russia, you can travel only through the Atlantic. So I have 100% to go through Europe. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, but in Argentina, like you have beautiful nature and beautiful people. People, they're so friendly, and I can feel the vibe from you as well.
That's another thing, you know, because here in Russia, people are quite, I don't say that all of them, but they are quite close. Like in Argentina, you're used to hug, to kiss. I know that in Japan also the same. You have your distance from other people.
True.
You're not so touchy. Maybe it's traumatizing that when you meet an Argentinian and he comes and hug you and you're like, what is this
really
guy
friendly.
doing?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and here, that's another thing I miss because here only if you're very, very close to the other person. once I got slapped on my face because I kissed a
What?
woman.
Really? As
Yeah,
a greeting?
yeah. Of course, not like a passionate kiss.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's too
Wow,
much.
really different culture. Wow. And are there many Latin American people?
Here where I live,
Yeah, there. No.
there is only one guy who is from
Mm-hmm.
Cuba. Actually, we live together. I mean, this guy came here in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
and I came in 2015, something like this.
Yeah.
And he has been my neighbor. He lived in the next building,
Uh-huh.
and we met only in 2018. So for 1 year we were living next to each other, but
Mm-hmm.
we didn't see each other. And he has dark skin, so it's quite easy to find a dark skinned guy in Russia because they are all white here and blonde, and etc. And when we meet, it was quite funny, but we rarely see each other because we have different jobs. I work in the center, he lives in the south. It's a mess. But we are only two. Sorry. There are other Argentinians here.
Okay.
There is one guy from Argentina. There is one guy from Colombia. There is a woman from Peru. And there is another from Brazil. But these four people, they work in a church.
Okay.
Yeah, and they work there. One is a father, the other is a father, and the other two are sisters. And that's all. That's all Latin America here.
There are not many people. I see.
Very
And
unfortunate.
how is the weather there?
Oh, that's a very interesting question. You have from hell in summer because it can reach plus 40 in summer.
40 degrees. Wow. Okay.
Hell in winter with minus 47 degrees of temperature.
Crazy. Too cold. I never been to that kind of environment. I cannot imagine.
Neither have I. Once I was walking on the street and I got a phone call. So I removed my gloves and I started talking on the phone. And after 1 minute, I'm not lying, 1 minute, my hand became red and started burning.
No.
And I had to go to a house of one of my students who was, it was so painful. I thought that they had to cut my hand later.
Oh, no.
They put it under hot water and it was okay, but it was really painful.
Oh, wow. Only 1 minute.
1 minute. It was enough because it was minus 45.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we have to be careful in winter as well.
Yeah, here it's crazy. The weather is super crazy in this city.
Super crazy. Wow. And okay, Patricio, actually, I would like to ask you some questions about current situations there.
Okay.
Yeah, because there is a single day that we don't hear the word Russia on TV since February, right? And I think some people are wondering what's happening in Russia right now. So how your life there has changed recently? Maybe there's no change. We don't know. So can you share your experience there?
Of course. First big change here is that we cannot, people cannot get visa to travel abroad. So America, England, Schengen, so Europe, they don't give visa to Russians. So I have double citizenship. I'm Argentinian and I'm Russian also. So if I want to travel, I can do it because I have Argentinian passport. But other people can't. Another big change is that we cannot buy dollars. They close this, yes. And if you want to buy, you have to pay, for example, the official price is $1.70 rubles. But in the bank, they sell it to 110. So but I live the same in Argentina, so it's not news for me.
Okay.
And the other is the prices of things, because since people cannot go to Europe to buy products, like for example, clothes, electronics, all the prices have gone really, they rose a lot. Yes. The biggest changes, like talking about economy and society. And others are that, for example, that, okay, in any democratic country, you can go and protest if you don't like something of the government.
Yeah.
But here you can't. If you go, you say, for example, I don't like this, they will take you to prison and it's 15 years. So you better not saying anything.
Yeah, actually, that's what I saw on the news here in Japan on TV.
Yeah, that's a big problem. Yes, many people. I know several people here from Khabarovsk who had been to the main square. They say no war, and they went to jail.
Really? So that's happening actually.
The message I have for people, people in Japan maybe to understand is that it's not that all Russians are for the war. It's that they show on TV people for this war, but the people who are against, they are being silenced. That they don't want them to know that there are people against, because they take them to jail. So that's the big problem.
Yeah, we cannot know what's really happening in the country because we can follow the news, but we don't know what is the truth and what is fake. Yeah, it's so hard to choose what to believe.
A lot of propaganda. So you have a lot of people who believe that in Ukraine they are fighting against Nazis. If that they are fighting against America in Ukraine, so this is crazy. They tell you like it's true 100%. And I have friends in Ukraine, and sometimes we are talking on like this on Zoom, and they tell me, sorry, I have to go to the bunker because they are throwing bombs. And every day I wake up and I message because I'm really scared because they are really close friends. And and I hope that this war ends up really soon. Not only because of the economy, because many innocent people are dying for no reason. Honestly.
Yes, I think many people wishing the same.
Unfortunately, yeah, we have to wait. That's the only thing we can do.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Because it's not really easy to ask people in Russia, that what's really going on. So I really appreciate that you could share some information with us.
Oh, my pleasure. So if you don't hear from me in the coming days, it's because I went to prison. So please tell all the people who listen to this to send some money to help me, to take me to...
That's your joke.
I hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah, we didn't talk about, about war or politics on this radio show today. Yeah, it's okay.
Got it. Yeah, that's a really hard topic because I can see it in the city. Like people are really suffering. Most of my students are people who are open-minded and they know what's going on outside of the country. But people who don't study languages, that they don't watch TV, like foreign news, they really believe what the government says. And they say, we are fighting against Nazis and Americans in Ukraine. So we are helping our country.
Okay, I understand that. My information source is only news on TV or the internet, but that's what I saw, what you just said. But I really hope that you can visit Japan someday, like learning Japanese or just sightseeing or studying or working, like in any way. Please come.
Thank you very much. When I go, I will invite all the people who are listening today to have a beer with me.
Yes, that would be amazing. Thank you so much, Patricio, for today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. And all right, since we have almost reached the end of the program, we are waiting for messages from you with feedback or request. Sushi,
Sumo,
Tokushima!
This radio program, Sushi, Sumo, Tokushima, is being recorded here on Bizan FM in Tokushima. This program is operated by non-profit organization Bizan Daikaku. We are open to and accepting any forms of support or contributions you have to offer within the local community of Tokushima. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you wish to get involved by emailing radio@bizan-daigaku.net. We are accepting requests and messages via email. Please send emails to request@bfm.jp, request@bfm.jp, including the title of the show, Sushi, Sumo, Tokushima, in your messages. You can listen to this channel FM Bizan on the internet with your PC, smartphones, and tablet. If you are accessing with your PC, go to the website www.bfm.jp and you will find a banner written Listen Radio on the right side of the page. If you are accessing with your smartphone or tablet, download the application Listen Radio. Then select BFM 791 FM Bizan with the area Chugoku Shikoku. If you are listening to this radio in the area where has a weak radio wave, don't worry. You can listen to programs with clear sound through this internet radio system. No one knows who will be talking or what kind of topics we will bring up next Thursday. Don't miss it. See you next Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Bye bye.